Hello, this is Joanna, and today we're going to do swatches of this polish here. I was looking at that green that I took off, and I've still got like glitter in areas here that didn't come off. So doing the swatches for this will help that come off the rest of the way when I take this polish off. But I wanted to say, and what I didn't notice was this little candle right here. You see how this particular set of candles has the little woodland creatures on it? What I had forgot was that I had a stamping plate by Bundle Monster, and I actually got this plate to do some other designs, but I'm hoping that I can hold this so that you can see it's got little woodland creatures on it. So I could possibly do a little woodlands creatures nail look, but the reason I got this plate was for these areas right in here, because I saw someone do a nail look in which they used just those parts and not the forest there, but I didn't realize how many of these little forest animals were on here. I have a bunny. You can see a deer down there. A little baby porcupine. And then up here you even have the little... See, when I first saw this, I thought it might have been a cat, but it could be a fox. The little acorns up there. So I really didn't pay much detail attention to this plate, because I got it specifically for these in-between branch parts is what I got it for. But I could possibly do a little woodland nail manicure. And what I do like is, you see how this camera is showing all of my damage on my phone here? Well, it was. But it's showing a lot of what's going on. And that's going to be good for when I come back and share with you some tips and things to heal this. But all I want to show right now is these nail polish swatches. So I'm going to share with you really quickly again. We're going to do polish from this kit right here. And I didn't say yesterday that this says a portion of the proceeds from this collection will help support the welfare of endangered species and the protection of animal habitat. So buying this is for a good cause, which I did not know that yesterday. We're also going to do this color here, which I believe is garnet. I hauled this, but I've never worn it. And then, of course, the polishes with the kit that I bought yesterday. I Love You, Just Be Cusco, and Oh Well, No Sell. Or is it No Sell, Oh Well? So we're going to do swatches of these. The base polish I'm going to use is going to be this Vinique Strengthener. And as you know, I got this a few years ago and I had never used it. When I went into Blondie, she gave me this free. And this is a pretty costly item. It was a little bit lighter, but even though it's this color, I can still use it. It is still clearish here. But it may have a smidge of a tinge, but you can still use your strengtheners. And because I plan on targeting this with almost all of my nail looks, it'll be used up before I know it. I tend to go through a lot of base coats and top coats, of course, because we're using them all the time, especially in nail stamping. And at first I was going to go ahead and lay down one of each color, but I figured I'd do this so we can see how it lays down from the jump. So the first one I'm going to try is this Garnet by Insta-Dri. And I will say this, these Insta-Dri formulas, some of these I've heard people say that they do nail stamping with them. So this is the brush. And see, this is the only thing I hate about using my phone is my other camera can show what I'm doing from the top. And I would say, if you're really adept at applying your polish, this could be a one-coater. I, however, use 2 of everything. So this is the first lay down of Garnet. Then we're going to go here for the OPI, I Love You, Just Be Cusco. See how this one does. And I hope not to make a mess. Here's the brush. And these first coats so far on these two are pretty nice. They're not streaky or watery or anything like that. And to me, this shade is like an off red. I know it's supposed to be a red, but it's almost like that fall red. So the next one we're going to try here is this navy blue one. And if I wear one of these today, I was thinking it would be the navy blue one, but I'll also wait and see as we go. Here is the brush on that one. But I do tend to favor a lot of navy blue in the fall. One of my favorites is my OPI Russian Navy. I do think they brought that back at some point, but I'm not sure. And that was from the Russian line. That was when I first saw OPI in a magazine. The OPIs that I previously had were given to me by one of our bosses at work. But when I saw it in a magazine on my own, they showed this deep navy nail polish, and I just really did love that. And I went looking for that. And I also picked up Midnight Moscow or something like that, which was a dark chocolate brown, because I was into deep browns then. This one is No Sudden Mauves. And if you can see, these are the ones that I said I really like, how Morgan Taylor and China Glaze Minis, they put the name on the polish there. So I do like that. That way, if someone gives you one of these as a gift, or you pick one up in the store, you never have to wonder what color they gave you. And don't forget that one of the tips is, if you have an OPI mini and you don't know what color it is, just type the number on the bottom of it in the search bar. Now this is pretty. I can see how this is a nice fall shade. So there we have the first 4, and we're going to do the other 3 on my other hand. And this one right here is Neutral by Nature. And I don't know if I'll hold that there long enough for you to see it, so I'm going to tell you, because I don't know what makes this thing focus and what doesn't. But this one is Neutral by Nature. And this is one that I like for nail stamping and nail art looks. Any color like this, really, because you can use it as a base for things. Coffee nails, map nails. Just if you just like neutral colors in general. And this shade right here, and I'm not sure if this is the burnished gold one I saw yesterday in full size. This one is Are You Lying to Me? And it's Lion, L-I-O-N. And there's the brush on that one. And all of these thus far seem to be really nice on the first coat. Now this one reminds me of a Fashion Fair polish. When Fashion Fair used to have nail polish, I must have been about maybe high school age then. I think I might have been 15 to 16. So I wasn't really into things like I am now, but they did have some beautiful colors of polish. And this one right here, I'll tell you the name of it in a minute, because I realized I put it on beforehand. Now this is a nice one. These are really nice fall colors. And if you know how to blend your polishes and do different nail art, I think these will be really great for that. A lot of times you can find that information out on the sites of the polish. This one is Want to Share a Tint. And it's T-E-N-T. So far this is the first coat. Now we're going to go ahead and get into our second coats. So again, I'm going to repeat Garnet. And this is Sally Hansen Insta-Dries number 403. I really like the deep richness of this. One of my favorite deep shades is Essie's Luxido. Instead of Tuxedo, it's called Luxido. Now this is a wide brush, and I have small nail beds, but I really do like that. It's one of those vampy colors, a black without being black. So if you're into OPI, William Tell 'em About OPI, or Midnight in the Park After Dark, or Essie Luxido, and you like those colors that look black but are not black, this is a good one for that. Okay, the next one is our OPI, Just Because Cusco. And this is going to be our second coat of this. And I can definitely see me doing some nail art over these. All of them. Except for I'd probably leave this dark one alone. I really like it. The next one is our navy. And then we'll let these dry down a bit and we'll come back. And then our next one is our mauve one. No Sudden Mauves. And I really like these shades right here. Shades like this one and the goldish one, I think, are nice transitions into fall, because a lot of times, I don't know about everyone else, but me, Back when I didn't wear too much makeup, just a little brow pencil, eyeliner, powder, and mascara, my focal point of color was always on my lips. And back then, I would always tend to wear darker shades of nail polish and lip colors in the fall months. That's what I would do. And it was odd that I didn't even think about that until over the years. This was back when I just had maybe 3 or 4 lipsticks. Now I've got tons. This one again is Neutral by Nature. One of my favorite nudes is OPI Barefoot in Barcelona. I really love that one. That was one that when I would wear pastel colors like my light blue and lavender, and again, this is when I didn't have a lot of nail polish, I would wear my neutral shades with those colors. I had lavender uniforms, light blue uniforms, mint green, and I would wear that tan with that. And this one is Are You Lying to Me? And then when these dry down, I'll be repeating this information again. And again, this one is Want to Share a Tint. So what we'll do is we'll let this dry a little bit and we'll come back. Okay, I have top coated these nails with my Seche Vite top coat. This one here, a new bottle. And I will say this dark one, I can see the shape of my nail, because a lot of times when you have on a dark color, you can see the shape of your nail if you want to shape them or file them. Sometimes before you take your polish off, it's a good time to file and reshape your nails, because certain polishes bring out the shape of your nail better. These are very smooth. They were smooth from the first application, but also the dark shades are camouflaging the damage that we all know that I have at the tips of my nail. This one would bring that damage out more because it's kind of frosty, but I do really like these. And I love this neutral one. This is one that if you're not allowed to wear a lot of polish to work, or if you have to stick with a neutral color, I think it's becoming and flattering to the hand depending on your skin tone. And as you can see all that dryness that I have there, I do like that you can see that. This one is a nice shade, but I'd say if I had a whole lot of damage, because I do have some that I can see, but you may not be able to see it here. I can see it through this polish, but I really do like these colors. And I like this neutral. So if I were going to pick one to wear today, though, I would probably go with my dark one just because, or my navy blue one. And sorry about this because I'm not really great at keeping that off. And I didn't do any cleanup beforehand because I'm taking this off. I just wanted to share with you. These are very smooth. And again, this one is Garnet by the Sally Hansen Insta-Dry. I think this polish was maybe $3.99. This one is the OPI I Love You Just Be Cusco. This is from the Peru line. Depending on where you get this from, it can range in price from $8.50 to $10.50. At least here they range in that price range, but they sell them for $7.99 at Blondie's. And then this one is Morgan Taylor. Again, Morgan Taylor can range anywhere from $7.99 to $10.50. I believe they charge $10.50 for these at my Ulta, but they charge $7.99 at Blondie's. And this one is No Cell, Oh Well. This is the one that was all over Instagram that I was really, really loving. My favorite shape of nail is the ballerina tip. So if I could figure out how to shape my own nails like that, I would. And if I had them done in acrylics, that would be the shape that I would get. I really love that shape. They were calling it coffin shape, but some people thought it was morbid. And they thought that ballerina tip was better. Think of like the ballerina shoe when they point their feet. That would be along the same line of both shapes, actually. But they either call it the coffin nail or the ballerina tip. And I discovered that by watching Blossom Nail Lounge on Instagram. But that is a beautiful shape of nail to decor with jewels, to decor with nail stamping or what have you. So this one was No Sudden Mauves. And this is one that I'd say with the damage I have on my nails, I really couldn't wear because you'd be able to see that under there. And I know that it's there. And I think that came in clear while I was talking. So I'll go ahead and put this down. But I was hoping it would clear up a little bit now. But if not, I won't keep holding it up there. So on the other hand here we have Was this Want to Share a Tint? This is a beautiful light wine shade, I would say, for the fall, especially when you're getting to the end of September, the beginning of October. So this would probably be the next one that I would wear. And then this one also here, Are You Lying to Me? This is a nice one. Not on my nails right now, though, because they're so short. I need a little bit more length and a little bit more shaping. And this nude one, Neutral by Nature. So I got to figure out what the sixth one is that I don't have, because there are actually 6 polishes in this collection. And I didn't look last night to see what that sixth one was. But if I find out, I'll go ahead and put it in the description as the one that I don't have that I'm missing. So that was it. Until the next time, everyone have a great day. So that's pretty clear. All right, I will talk to you all later.